Be the same again.
I'm worried about the world.
The mass chaos and crises that there was in the world, it's going to be just like that now.
This is not an accident.
How long is it going to last? Longer than even for those of you that have some cash in the bank, way past your cash reserves.
Out of 100 people, 4 will get the message.
This thing isn't going to be over in a few weeks. This thing isn't going to be over in a few months.
Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm going to do more ZBCN updates. I appreciate the support. I see most of you guys aren't subscribed that are watching, but please subscribe and follow me for more ZBCN updates and more crypto updates in general. It really supports the channel. All right, let's get into it. Okay, ZBCN is down a little bit. I think like 7% on the day, 0.0048. We broke the 0.005. It's possible that we go a bit lower, but I'm not fussed and I'll show you why. The holders are still increasing. Don't worry about the price going down, because that gives, you know, more new buyers better chance to get in. So as long as the holders growing, more people staking, that's good for the project. The team's still there, that's good for the project. Guys, the people that are complaining about the price, you need to zoom out. Okay, you know, if you look at my channel, I joined in like near the end of June. Like I discovered it at like 0.003 and lower, and you know, I was telling people to buy and no one was listing, and then people are buying at 100% 80 and 100% pump because they're all excited, and then when it goes down like 10% in a day, you know, they're all crying. But whose fault is that? Is it my fault? Because I never told anyone to buy. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice. You as the investor, you make the decision. So if you choose to buy on green and not buy when it's red, you know what I mean? Like, you're doing it to yourself. If you need a guide, that's what my Discord is for. You have no excuse. It's free. I want some more active people. I want more ZBCN holders in my community. So join onto ZBCN. So it's down 6.6%. But guys, come on, you look on the week and then you look on the month, we're still up 44%, and on the year we're still up 343. Like, ZBCN has still been a top performer this year. Guys, you need to buy coins that are in the red, and you got to buy them before the masses do. So let me show you this. You know, ZBCN was consolidating. It's been around since 2021, but it got rebranded around 2024. This was consolidating for over a year. Like, all these insiders and whales were all buying before anyone was talking about ZBCN. And then all of a sudden, boom, a 10x from here. And obviously these guys, they're going to take some profit. So obviously they took profit. Now it's kind of consolidating again. This is when I started my channel, and then like I got in, bought the dip, bought the dip, bought the dip, and then I eventually bought the bottom, because that's my strategy, like DCA. Look at it now. Like, I'm pretty much kind of up for 2x. So like, I'm chilling with the price. I don't mind it coming down. Usually before the token unlock, people get kind of scared, and I guess like the market makers and the whales want to like shake people out, because obviously no one really likes token unlocks. The token unlocks hasn't really been an issue. Just this is kind of a normal, no one's really like falling for it anymore, because look where we were like a month ago. Look at the difference now, you know, like 80%. I don't think you'll ever see the 0.0025 was even under 0.003 again. I think that's done. Get ready for like 5, 10, 15, 20% dips, because people are looking to enter. You know, people that missed out on this low or 2.5, you know, I'm pretty sure all these people are salty. So, you know, they're waiting for the next entry. You know, right here, we've still got 10%, just over 10% of the supply to be released, 2.12% on this month, and then next month. And then after that, it's only like very little amount. But remember the allocations, guys. It's not just going to like all the insiders. Like, some of it's going to private round, seed round, community and rewards, and contributors. And remember, we've got the token buyback program. Every month, the team have been doing like over 50k token buybacks from the revenue of their Zebec cards, which they're adding more and more tokens, like over 150 tokens, supporting 15 different blockchains that are tier 1 recognized for the exchanges. We still got tier 1 exchanges to list. It's like Coinbase, Binance, and Kraken. You know, over 80,000 holders, 4 billion being staked, over 21 million USD. You know, lots of holders have strong conviction on this project. You know, guys, we still have something to look forward to on Wednesday. You know, they've got Kota Pay, the first international bank and trust and pay bridge, as we explore how stablecoins are powering the next generation of payroll in the US. I already said in the last videos that how stablecoins are getting the spotlight. Like, you got the the Genius Act that just got passed a few months ago, signed by Trump himself. Kota Pay has served over 100k companies in 50 states, over 100k clients nationwide. This is going to be very interesting. We've got a bank on an AMA space. Remember, the US payroll industry is growing. Getting paid in stable coins is happening, and it's faster, cheaper, a lot more efficient, and some people prefer to get paid in stable coins. We've seen the adoption rise, and it's worth $11 trillion in annual volume in just the US. I thought that was worldwide, but that's just the US. Probably the whole world is probably like 30-40 trillion in payroll. And guys, in my last video about when I was talking about ISO 20022, how like the financial system of sending money across the world is so outdated and it needs a change, which is coming in November 2025, and how Zebec is one of those networks that are trying to be MiCA compliant, SOC 2 and ISO 20022 compliant by the end of the year. If they're working with banks, it will make sense to make sure what they're building, they speak the same digital language as the bank, especially when US stablecoin adoption is on the rise. And you've got JP Morgan, Bank of America thinking about issuing their own stablecoins. Like, it's a lot bigger than you think. Stablecoins is worth close to 300 billion market cap in the crypto industry, and it's growing. There's a lot more stablecoins being made. Ripple released their RLUSD, which is integrated on the Zebec silver card. Apparently they've been in talks with Ripple as well, the Zebec network. They've been hinting that for time and time again. And the same with the financial system with Swift is outdated. Take a look at this. I'm going to play a clip, and this will be the end of my video, of how the payroll industry needs to be updated as well, and it needs to change. But take a look at this.
Everyone that works globally is part of the payroll economy. We're looking at 500 billion as the industry size in the US. And this is an industry that has largely gone unchanged for the past 75 years. From the beginning of the Swift banking system in the 1950s, you look at payroll as a bi-weekly or monthly process that is run on banking rails, meaning that companies need to fund their payroll on Wednesday, the employees will get paid on Friday. Employees are paid typically 2 to 4 weeks after actually completing the work. So it's a very old and antiquated system that was ripe for change. Now, change has only been able to come in recent years with the advent of blockchain technology and the ability to pay people in faster increments of time at much lower transaction costs and higher speeds. That is what Zebec pioneered on the Solana blockchain back in 2022. We have been perfecting this product and commercializing this product now for the past 3 years. And now is really the time that we're finally starting to see good levels of adoption across our portfolio into crypto and stablecoin based payroll.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support. I read every comment. I try and reply to every single one. Join my free Discord, guys. You've got no excuse. I want some like-minded people. We've got a lot of intelligent people there. I am a lot more active. I can answer questions, and I'll see you guys in the next one.